Hello, so here's my little girl, Betsy Jane. Got from the original owner, a lady, believe it or not, a little convertible girl. Kind of painted up for fun for now. And I'm doing the ball and trunnion, and look, there's a couple videos, but not much, a little bit on the net. I got a boot, and the one guy was saying, which I did, I wound up putting wires. They might have been a little thick, but I didn't want to hurt the rubber, so you run the wire through. When this boot obviously is out here, you run the wire through, in and out, two sides. I had them go down each side here, and just started pushing and pulling it through, and I did get it. Now these boots, even if this thing is totally gone, which will happen, it still is pretty much sealed. If this part is on here with your clamp, there's an inner sleeve, as you can see. There's a double seal. There's that inner seal right there. So that's, you know, on the inside of the boot. So it actually will stay pretty much sealed with this thing broken. Obviously it's better to have that. But I got it, and everything I've done on this thing has wound up being someone has done it recently. Here's all my parts, my needle bearings and all this stuff, and I didn't see any wear on anything. I mean, these pins that you're supposed to press out if you need a new one, there was no wear on those at all. So I'm reusing everything with high pressure grease. And and the other ones that they don't talk about either is this part goes over that like it's supposed to, but there needs to be a breather, because you know when stuff heats up it swells, and the air, and then with the thing and this thing going back and forth and stuff, you get little sound waves. And I guess one story, somebody had one and it blew up on him on the highway and made this big noise. He says, "What the hell is that?" And he didn't put the breather in, so it swelled up and it exploded. So the breather is basically, which they don't look like they come with anything, it's a jute, which is like a burlap. It's a fabric that breathes basically, and you put it right around here, and then you slip the rubber over that, so there's that little gap. But the breather acts as a filter because it's a fabric. And someone was saying that felt, which would work just as good, because you could get felt. It seems like those breathers are hard to get. So you go to Beverly's and something and get a strip of black felt and wrap it around there, put your clamp on and clamp the top, and then it could breathe. And then hopefully it'll last, you know, because it does take a beating, these things, with the angle. But luckily they have that inner seal. And, you know, don't over grease it. It says 2 ounces, which they said is basically this backing here. If you were to fill that amount up a 1/2 inch, that's like 2 ounces. And you just stick it down, because this is the trunnion tube, right in those slots, and then obviously in your needles and all of that. And then you put your cover on and do all that. So it's decent. I decided to just stick with it and not put, you know, you can get them where you can put a regular U-joint on there, but I don't drive this thing that much. But yeah, I just did the front end, and everything was pretty good, all the ball joints and stuff. But she did hit a curb, and the bushings were blown out on this side, and the strut bushings were blown out, and so at least I did something, put new upper control arms, and so, but there's probably still something maybe a little bent. But anyway, that's my new thing, the ball and trunnion, and you just got to work with it. You know, I haven't tried it without the wires. Otherwise, you just cram it down in there, push it with wood or something. Just don't use anything metal, and we're good to go. So she's going back on. I put a new U-joint on that end also. So anyway, good luck with your mopars. Alright, leave me a note on what I screwed up on. Alright, later.